It is with deep and profound sorrow that I must confirm the death of Police Constable Mark Penizzotto, age 43, of our emergency task force. Mark was shot in the line of duty while conducting a search warrant early this morning in the area of Black Creek and Trethewey Drive. He was provided emergency care by members of Toronto Tactical Paramedics and was rushed to hospital. Despite heroic efforts here at Sunnybrook, he later died. Myself and Police President Clayton Campbell and our teams met with Mark's family at the hospital to confirm this devastating news, and they are grieving a profound loss. Words cannot describe the pain they are feeling. Mark served the Toronto Police Service for 18 years, including 5 years as a specially trained emergency task force unit member. This loss will have a profound impact on the Toronto Police family, our service, our members, and all members of the larger policing family are deeply saddened. The investigation that led to the search warrant where Police Constable Mark Penizzotto was tragically killed concerned a number of shootings, including a shooting at the United States Consulate on University Avenue. There were several search warrants executed this morning across the Toronto area. It is important to note that there is one outstanding suspect. He is identified as Zahra Jabi, 19 years of age. And I would encourage Zahra Jabi to turn himself in. We'll have more details for you when they become available.
इंडिया वर्सेस अफगानिस्तान के बीच में मैच खेल रहा हूं मैं, और ये क्रॉसिंग वाली बॉल थी, काफी शानदार ड्राइव रोहित शर्मा की तरफ से। तो भाई देख सकते हो बिल्कुल गैप में एक्यूरेट ड्राइव, और ये सीधा 4 रन के लिए। अगर आपको भी क्रिकेट पसंद है तो फॉलो जरूर से कर लीजिएगा।
पल्स वगैरह चेक किया, पल्स नहीं मिल रहा।
Raw milk is banned. Then what did
Depop has no selling fee.
Bounty, the quicker picker up.
Oh, it feels Raw milk is banned in almost every.
जब मैं पहुंच
This is Richard Galanti, former Costco CFO, a man who stared inflation in the face and said, "Not on my hot dog."
Held the line for 40 years. A hot dog and a soda for $1.50.
We brought him on as Mint's new chief anti-inflation officer. His job, make sure that we stay $15 a month.
Mint's hot dogs will be $15 a month forever.
No, hold on. We don't sell hot dogs.
Raw milk is banned in almost every country, and people.
जब मैं पहुंचा वहाँ पे मैंने देखा कि घर में हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ और उनकी 2 डॉटर, वो लोग ड्राउजी स्टेट में थे, और उसमें एक जो छोटी लड़की थी उसकी तबीयत कुछ ज़्यादा ही सीरियस थी। उसका मैंने पल्स वगैरह चेक किया, पल्स नहीं मिल रहा था, उसका ब्रीदिंग भी अच्छा नहीं था। तो मैंने वो बच्ची को वहीं पे CPR दिया, रिवाइव करने की कोशिश किया, लेकिन उसकी कंडीशन रिवाइव नहीं हो रही थी। तो हमने उसको इमीडिएटली नज़दीकी हॉस्पिटल साबू सिद्दीक वहाँ पे शिफ्ट किया, लेकिन बाय द टाइम वो हॉस्पिटल पहुँचते वो बच्ची की मृत्यु हो चुकी थी। 4-5 घंटे के दरमियान में वो लोगों की भी तबीयत ज़्यादा बिगड़ने लगी, हस्बैंड जो है वेंटिलेटर पे चले गए और उनका भी मृत्यु हो गया। तो कुल मिला के 4 जो सदस्य थे उन सब का मृत्यु हो गया है। जब मैं पहुँचा वहाँ पे मैंने देखा कि घर में हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ और उनकी 2
Amul and Nandini, India's largest milk producing brand and India's cheapest milk producing brand respectively, is in the headlines. Let me tell you why. This after Amul tweeted about selling its products in Bengaluru. Now, hashtag #GoBackAmul started to trend on social media in no time. This because the protesters believe that Karnataka has its own solid, formidable brand called Nandini, and Amul's entry could destroy it, which in turn would affect the livelihood of lakhs of dairy farmers. Let's do a quick comparison between the two. Now, Karnataka Milk Federation sells milk and other products under the brand name called Nandini. 1 litre of milk at 39 rupees, which is one of the cheapest in the country. Amul, on the other hand, sells milk at 54 rupees in Delhi. Both Amul and Nandini are sold by cooperatives that procure milk from farmers. Many say there is an unwritten understanding between cooperatives to avoid competing with each other. While the Congress and pro-Kannada group
If you're getting spam texts like these or
In real estate, timing is
it'll allow schools to serve whole milk and 2% milk follows new diet. It'll allow schools to serve whole milk and 2% milk follows new dietary guidelines that were issued last week, rolls back an Obama era standard, which was aimed at fighting childhood obesity. So with that as your setup, let's welcome back to the show now the Secretary of Agriculture. Brooke Rollins joins us from the North Lawn. Madam Secretary, it's good to have you on again. You know, we took live a good portion of the president's initial comments. Now, because he talked about Iran and made news on Iran, we also came away and talked about that some. So I want you to bring us up to speed on this and what you're trying to accomplish with this. Is it essentially like the USDA saying, all right, the fat in milk is what they call kind of good fat, all right? Or is there something more to it? In other words, explain the logic for the change in the guidelines.
Yeah, well, listen, first of all, great to be back on. What I will say is this really continues to build on what the big announcements were last week on our dietary guidelines. This, of course, was a bill signing. So G.T. Thompson and Roger Marshall and some of our great ag legislators on the Hill had been trying to get this done for 15 years. About 15 years ago, that was when all this quote, nutrition science came in and said, oh, don't eat red meat and limit your protein and don't drink whole milk, and we're going to start serving everyone everything else. And we've seen the results of that. We have the largest chronic disease crisis in American history. We are the least effective with healthcare outcomes of all the developed countries in the world while spending the most on healthcare. And it really, for the most part, the research now shows goes back to our diet. So this was a bill signing, another great day, supporting our dairy farmers, supporting our great agriculture industry, but getting whole milk back into schools so that kids have that option, which has been proven. Dr. Carson, right, a 30-year brain surgeon from Johns Hopkins, who now is our nutrition advisor, went through the brain science behind it, what those whole healthy fats will do for growing kids. Well, really for all of us, but especially for growing kids.
You mentioned the pyramid here on our tablet, the Telestrator. I'll just bring it up real quick, just show you old versus new, and then I want to ask you about something else here with the old pyramid. You see at the top for the emphasis, just use sparingly, fats, oils, and sweets on down. Where the emphasis changed a bit in the new pyramid, there was really a lot of talk. We had that event recently, proteins, dairy, healthy fats. That's why I asked about the quote-unquote good fat there a moment ago. So that gives you an idea of where the administration's going. How does cost play into this? And I guess the reason I ask is I'm thinking back to the CPI report that just came out, and you know, although inflation overall, as you know, kind of held steady, 2.7% at an annual rate on the consumer level, we did see groceries, especially month to month, jumping up. So it still costs people a lot to go to the grocery store. When is that going to change?
Well, here's what I would say. The cost of groceries are actually coming down. There was a little blip at the end of the year because it's the holiday and a lot of people are spending a lot more money at the grocery store. But the actual overall numbers are coming down, from eggs to chicken to pork to milk to broccoli. But I think the question you're asking, and it's a really important one, is while we're asking Americans to reconsider what they're eating, are we actually asking Americans, especially those who are living on the margins, are we asking them to spend more on their diet? And the answer to that is no. We've run over 1,000 simulations. It can cost around $3 a meal for a piece of chicken, a piece of broccoli, corn tortilla, and one other thing. And so there is a way to do this that actually will save the average American consumer money.
You've done the analysis on that, because One of
We
the
have.
one of the
We have.
criticisms I heard from some, nutrition folks is that, like with the event you mentioned, all the protein, saying, all right, well, steak obviously it's expensive. So are you asking people to spend more money with these new dietary guidelines than in the past? Do you say no?
That's right. And the answer to that is absolutely no. Now, there are, as most things are coming down, there are a few outliers. Beef has been one of them, but ground beef is coming down. But here's the real question. The access to this whole healthy foods, that's what we have to focus on, especially for our, again, most vulnerable Americans who don't have a big grocery store a block from their house. They can't run to the market and get a healthy piece of chicken or a good piece of steak because they just don't live close to that. But we're changing the stocking standards, how we stock the 250,000 retailers in America that take the SNAP dollars, think of your local corner gas station or your bodega in New York City, to double the amount of healthy options that they are carrying, or they don't get to run the SNAP program. So we're working on that as well. Those rules are coming down almost immediately. So you'll begin to see that aperture open up with more healthy foods available, especially for those with the least among us, that can serve about $3 a meal for that healthy meal for their kids.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.
If you've been in a car accident recently, there are 3 mistakes people make that can cost them tens of thousands of dollars. My friend almost made all 3. Click the link below so you don't become mistake number 4, or stay with me for 60 seconds.
Mistake 1, Googling attorneys after an accident. You spend hours scrolling websites, calling offices, getting put on hold, leaving voicemails. When someone finally calls back, you still have no idea if they're any good or if they just have the biggest ad budget. Mistake 2, calling your insurance company first. I know it feels like the right move, but it's not. The second you call, their clock starts. They're figuring out the absolute minimum they can offer you before you know any better. My friend got a call 4 days after her accident. They offered her $7,000. She almost said yes. Case was actually worth $100,000. She almost gave away $93,000 because she didn't know mistake 3. Mistake 3, waiting too long. There is a real legal deadline on car accident claims, and the longer you wait, the harder your case gets. Insurance companies know this. They're counting on you stalling, second guessing, and running out the clock, and they love when you do nothing. Before she signed anything, someone told her about a free tool called Case Connect. You answer 4 questions about your accident. It takes about 30 seconds.
It runs your case against thousands of real settlements. Not what insurance want to give you, but what people with accidents like yours actually got paid.
She qualified. A specialist handled everything, and 60 days later, she had a $100,000 check. Same accident, same injuries, different outcomes. The only difference was she didn't make those 3 mistakes. So click the link below. 4 questions, 30 seconds, completely free. You don't have to talk to anyone or call a lawyer. You just find out what your accident is worth before you sign anything. If you or someone you know was in a car accident, click the link and see what your case could really be worth before you sign anything.
A few months ago, I was promoted to a managerial role, but I quickly discovered leading a team and getting work done through others requires a different skill set. That's
your own trash to take responsibility. Japan's street.
Oh my God, Paris, who are you wearing? It's Old Navy. Hey, pay attention. That's hot.
Japan's streets are remarkably clean, thanks to a mix of cultural values, public responsibility, and effective waste management. Cleanliness is a shared value, with people taught from a young age to take responsibility for their own trash. City workers also help by regularly sweeping the streets and maintaining public areas. The combination of personal responsibility and community spirit ensures streets are well kept. In many cities, residents actively join community cleanups to keep their neighborhoods spotless. It's a system built on respect, pride, and a shared commitment to cleanliness. Japan's streets are remarkably clean, thanks to a mix of cultural values, public responsibility, and effective waste management. Cleanliness is a shared value, with people taught from a young age to take responsibility for their own trash. City workers also help by regularly sweeping the streets and maintaining public areas. The combination of personal responsibility and community spirit ensures streets are well kept. In many cities, residents actively join community cleanups to keep their neighborhoods spotless. It's a system built on respect, pride, and a shared commitment to cleanliness. Japan's streets are remarkably clean, thanks to a mix of cultural values, public responsibility, and effective waste management. Cleanliness is a shared value, with people taught from a young age to take responsibility for their own trash. City workers also help by regularly sweeping the streets and maintaining public areas. The combination of personal responsibility and community spirit ensures streets are well kept. In many cities, residents actively join community cleanups to keep their neighborhoods spotless. It's a system built on respect, pride, and a shared commitment to cleanliness. Japan's streets are remarkably clean, thanks to a mix of cultural values, public responsibility, and effective waste.
How it feels to be black in Czech Republic. It feels amazing. I love being a unicorn. You know, I love attention. Some people really love attention and they pretend they don't. I love attention, bro.
What's up? I'm Bobo Chang, and today.
गाने सुने अनसुने से जुड़े रहने के लिए सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और YouTube ऐप के बेल आइकन को क्लिक कीजिए।
आओ बच्चों, आज तुम्हें एक कहानी सुनाता हूं मैं। शेर की कहानी सुनोगे?
जा मुन्ना।
मेरे पास आओ मेरे दोस्तों, एक किस्सा सुनो। मेरे पास आओ मेरे दोस्तों, एक किस्सा सुनो। कई साल पहले की ये बात है।
बोलो ना, चुप क्यों हो गए?
भयानक अंधेरी सी रात में लिए अपनी बंदूक में हाथ में, घने जंगलों से गुजरता हुआ कहीं जा रहा था। घने जंगलों से गुजरता हुआ कहीं जा रहा था। जा रहा था? नहीं, आ रहा था। नहीं, जा रहा था।
उफ, आगे भी तो बोलो ना।
बताता हूँ। नहीं भूलती उफ वो जंगल की रात, मुझे याद है वो थी मंगल की रात। चला जा रहा था मैं डरता हुआ, हनुमान चालीसा पढ़ता हुआ। बोलो हनुमान की जय, जय जय बजरंग बली की जय। हाँ बोलो हनुमान की जय, जय हो बजरंग बली की जय। घड़ी थी अंधेरा मगर सख्त था, कोई 10 सवा 10 का बस वक्त था। लरजता था कोयल की भी कूक से, बुरा हाल हुआ उस पे भूख से, लगा तोड़ने एक बेरी से बेर, मेरे सामने आ गया एक शेर। कोई खिड़की बन के नजर फिर गई तो बंदूक भी हाथ से गिर गई। मैं लपका, वो झपका, मैं ऊपर, वो नीचे, वो आगे, मैं पीछे, मैं पेड़ पे, वो पीछे। अरे बचाओ, अरे बचाओ। मैं डाल डाल, वो पात पात, मैं पसीना, वो दांत दांत, मैं सुर में, वो ताल में, ये जंगल पाताल में। बचाओ, बचाओ। अरे भागो, अरे भागो, अरे भागो।
फिर क्या हुआ?
खुदा की कसम मजा आ गया, मुझे मार कर बेशरम खा गया।
खा गया? लेकिन आप तो जिंदा हैं।
अरे ये जीना भी कोई जीना है लल्लू, हाँ? ला 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 ला।
What's up? I'm Bobo Chang, and today we're gonna try to convince some people to shop at Grocery Outlet for the first.
Lovely day.
What's up? I'm Bobo Chang, and today we're gonna try to convince some people to shop at Grocery Outlet for the first time. Let's go. Hi, how you doing?
Good.
I'm Bobo.
Tyler, nice to meet you. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. So I'm with Grocery Outlet.
Okay.
Have you heard of us?
I've heard of you guys, yeah.
Wondering, what brings you here today?
I just came by to get some groceries.
How much do you normally spend on that? Can I ask you?
Quite a bit, I'd say. I eat a lot of food.
Eat a lot of food. Well, the great thing is that Grocery Outlet has probably all the same things that you would get here for a lot less. So what we can do is we can hook you up with your whole week's worth of groceries at Grocery Outlet on us, and we'll give you these gift cards on top of that to keep on coming back. What do you think?
I mean, why not? Let's do it.
Wow. What do you look for in a grocery store when you're shopping?
I mean, typically, I do try to go for the best prices on food because I do obviously want to budget and save money. But then again, I also do just go to the closest store near me.
What do you think would help change your mind about switching grocery stores?
Overall, just finding the same products that I could get at every grocery store, but for cheaper. I think that'd be ideal for me to consider switching over for sure.
We're here.
So we're getting out.
You ready?
All right, let's do it.
Do some bargain hunting. All right, we're here. Let's see what we can get checked off your list, how much we can save while we're doing it. So here's one of our wow sections, and that means you're gonna save 40 to 60% off than you would get anywhere else.
I do like these little bars here.
We arrived at the Nosh aisle.
I really like these teas. They're super good.
Oh, yes.
The Tejava teas
Those
are really good.
teas.
See some ghee here. I usually use this. This looks like it's a lot better price, so I'm gonna go for that. And then lastly, I always get 1 pack of chicken thighs. Oh, wow, it's very affordable.
You did
and
it.
that's a lot of chicken, too, for $9.
All right, so how did that feel?
I mean, considering I got, pretty much all the same products that I usually get for a better deal, I'm pleasantly surprised.
Let's see how much you saved here. We got a total of $173.67.
Wow, that's crazy. I would have never expected that coming to Grocery Outlet today. So
well, we're happy to serve you.
I really appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah.
And to keep you coming back, we got some gift cards for you.
I'll definitely be coming back.
Definitely.
Appreciate
Let's get back in the Go-Mobile. Get
Sweet.
home.
Let's do it. Sounds
all right.
तुम्हारा holiday है. So, what do you want to do?
10 साल हो गए. You should know me by now. Surprise me.
Done.
When did you?
10 साल हो गए. I think I know you by now.
Stunning.
I know.
This is so pretty, isn't it? Ma'am, we are ready. Ready for?
चलो.
On top of it?
Oh, lovely.
Ooh, that looks good. Fresh. How's it?
Even I couldn't have planned this. Told you, I'm the better athlete.
And I'm the better dancer.
Yeah, this happened.
Haldi. 100%.
Don't cheat, okay?
This is Rose?
Cheating कर रहे हो?
अरे नहीं यार. नहीं यार.
थोड़ी चीटिंग तो कर लो.
प्रॉपर दिल्ली वाला टेस्ट है.
I am the champion of surprises. Yeah. Do you know what would make this better? एक बड़ा ठंडा ग्लास
कोल्ड कॉफी मिल जाता.
Yes.
वो क्या कह रही थी तुम? Champion of surprises?
You are cheeky.
I am cheeky.
So bad. ये व्यू समर में कैसा लगता होगा?
I guess there's only one way to find out.
Dubai. Ready for a surprise?
Here's to the go-getters.
Depop has no selling fees.
Lovely day to ingest some artificial sludge, am I right?
This is Zevia soda. It doesn't have any fake ingredients.
No chemicals, degrees, your inside circuits.
What? It just tastes good. I don't...
Oh, my. Oh, wow. Zevia soda, for humans only.
Did you find anything?
Nothing.
You didn't find anything.
No evidence that a murder occurred in that room or that that room was recently scrubbed. Nothing.
So you both think I'm crazy?
No, I mean,
Of course not.
Look, it was late at night. Could this be exhaustion?
No, it wasn't. I was awake. I saw him die. You think I'm making this up, don't you?
No, I believe you believe it. Are you taking the poly, like in the club? Like, wiki.
It's Molly. And no, I'm not.
at 1:30.
Did you find anything?
30 p.m. Then what did Team India? Then what did Team India do that made the entire match appear one-sided? Brother, Team India made the match against Afghanistan completely one-sided. Even though this match wasn't part of the WDC, every player on Team India gave their 100% and didn't give Afghanistan any chance to make a comeback. If Team India continues to play with this intensity and consistency in Test cricket, I believe can win the WTC trophy as well. And for more such cricket updates, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Then what did Team India versus Afghanistan? India versus Afghanistan live streaming details in 30 seconds. The first match will be played on June 13 in Dharamsala. The match will start at 1:30 p.m. After that, the second match will be played on June 17 at the Akana Stadium in Lucknow. This match will also start at 1:30 p.m. and after this, the caravan will reach Chennai. The third is match last on June 2020. Let us tell you that you can watch these matches on Star Sports and Z-Star. इंडिया वर्सेस अफगानिस्तान
इंडिया वर्सेस अफगानिस्तान के बीच में मैच खेल रहा हूं मैं और ये क्रॉसिंग वाली बॉल थी काफी शानदार ड्राइव रोहित शर्मा की तरफ से तो भाई देख सकते हो बिल्कुल गैप में एक्यूरेट ड्राइव और ये सीधा 4 रन के लिए अगर आपको भी क्रिकेट पसंद है तो फॉलो जरूर से कर लीजिएगा
I am the vampire Lestat. I am a god. Lestat's always been very involved with music. If he's going to tell his own story, he's going to do it in a performative way.
Dude, what the fuck? G minor slash out. Hey, dude, that was sick.
This whole season serves as a shrink to Lestat. And it's about Lestat working out who he is.
Lestat tries to figure out how to feel about the fact that his ex has written a best-selling book about him in which he's vilified. And he starts off by having a tantrum and forming a rock band.
We are the vampire Lestat.
What are you going to do if you live forever? You want things that are going to make you feel the most that you can possibly feel.
Sam and the band have amazing chemistry, and it really shines on stage.
We don't have to work very hard to be mesmerized and magnetized by Sam's performance.
We've not seen Lestat in his most raw form. I think he thrives off chaos.
Louis, do you know someone called Daniel Malloy?
Where you leave Louis and Lestat at the end of season 2, they have not dealt with the book coming out in the real world.
Explain yourself.
It's gonna be here and gone in a minute. No one reads anymore.
Lestat, whatever.
And now the book is real.
Okay, I should have asked you before I published.
I would have said no. I think Louis does feel guilty about the book, but I think he's also pretty angry that it was released without his consent.
No!
And you see the fallout of these characters having to deal with themselves being turned into caricatures. And that's very confronting for a character like Lestat, who likes to control his narrative completely.
So this whole tour is just some ironic reaction to my book.
The songs are my story. Your documentary, the liner notes.
Liner notes? I'm taking this thing to Cannes.
Picture Auvergne, France, 1772.
We learn a lot about Lestat. We go way into the past and learn about his background. Were you a stutterer as a child?
His mother's back. His mother is totally complex for him, and while he thinks that she might be a band-aid to solve a lot of his problems, she ends up being one of the worst people who he could bring back.
My maker called for his mama, and I came.
Gabriella and Lestat have known each other 300 years. They had a very complicated relationship.
You start to see why Lestat is the way he is, why he does what he does.
And we were having such a good night.
And now we're not. Forget Arsenik.
Congrats on the happy day.
Louis has a really extraordinary journey this season.
This is a very different Louis to the Louis that we knew and loved, or had a complicated relationship with in the first 2 seasons.
You got the wrong attitude.
This is definitely Louis in unhinged mode.
You are courting great danger with Lestat, Daniel.
Armand is deeply, deeply traumatized vampire.
I love you, Lestat. Christ.
This is a version of Armand who's a bit more desperate, maybe, a bit more bitter, a bit less in control.
Be who you are, but be it on the other side of the moon. Or kill yourself.
Can you go in there and tell me if it's her?
The Vampire Lestat is an amazing book, and I'm very privileged to be involved in the making of it in a way.
The Tooth Team, the Fang Gang. We see there are a lot more vampires.
These things that we never really knew about. Magnus, Nikki, his relationship with his mother. We've had little tastes of in previous seasons. We now get a much more fleshed out backstory and version. That does crack open the vampire world, and it's a much bigger environment and playground.
This is a fascinating.
आप मेरे किचन में हो और हम
At North Shore, some things never change. On Wednesdays, at North...
In Hollywood, the new stars of the silver screen changed the face of the motion picture industry forever. The Minions are back with a touch of mystery.
Buddy. Oh, Humphrey. Piñata. Carbonara. Lasagna.
Now in Minion Vision.
James,
you have a real gift for filmmaking.
Eureka! Gloria, aleluya! Maka un movie de Minions con monstras. Yaki, onigiri, Okay, I'm getting...
Welcome to the success party of my best friend, Jobin Nautiyal.
क्या बात है जुबिन, बैक टू बैक सुपर हिट्स। पर लड़की किसी में नहीं मिलती है। ये हाल सिर्फ वीडियो में ही है या रियल लाइफ में भी? ये दिल ऐसी गलती नहीं करता।
ये हमने सोच रखा था, मोहब्बत ना करेंगे हम, किसी को दिल नहीं देंगे, किसी पे ना मरेंगे हम। को दिल नहीं देंगे किसी पे ना मरेंगे हम तुम्हारी मस्त आंखों ने ये कैसा हाल कर डाला कि ये दिल चीज क्या है मांग लो तो जान देंगे हम पलट के इश्क की गलियों से जाना है बड़ा मुश्किल दिल गलती कर बैठा है गलती कर बैठा है दिल गलती कर बैठा है गलती कर बैठा है दिल गलती कर बैठा अब बोल हमारा क्या होगा बोल हमारा हमारा बोल हमारा हमारा बोल हमारा ओ यारा बोल हमारा क्या होगा खामोशियां सुनते तब तक रहेंगे हम मौका है होठों से आज कुछ तो कहो बड़ी मुख्तसर सी है ये जिंदगी यारा जरा पास आ जाओ सोचते ना रहो तुम अपना लो या ठुकरा दो तुम्हें हक फैसले का है हमें क्या पूछते हो तुम हमारे हाथ में क्या है कि हम तो कर चुके जाना तुम्हें हर सांस में शामिल दिल गलती कर बैठा है गलती कर बैठा है दिल गलती कर बैठा है गलती कर बैठा है दिल गलती कर बैठा अब बोल हमारा क्या होगा बोल हमारा हमारा बोल हमारा हमारा बोल हमारा ओ यारा बोल हमारा क्या होगा दिल गलती कर बैठा है गलती कर बैठा है दिल पहले पहले हो गई हमसे दीदार की गलती दोबारा कर गए हम बेइरादा प्यार की गलती हमें जिद थी तुम्हारे इश्क में हम कायल हो जाएं तो तुम पे मर मिटाओ ये दिल आखिरी बार की गलती कहाँ आशिक कोई हम साथ कहाँ तुम साथ कोई कातिल दिल गलती कर बैठा है गलती कर बैठा है दिल गलती कर बैठा है गलती कर बैठा है दिल गलती कर बैठा अब बोल हमारा क्या होगा बोल हमारा हमारा बोल हमारा हमारा बोल हमारा ओ यारा बोल हमारा क्या होगा दिल गलती कर बैठा है गलती कर बैठा है दिल गलती कर बैठा है गलती कर बैठा है दिल गलती कर बैठा
Were you recently injured in a car accident? If so, you need to stop now and immediately call an experienced auto accident attorney. Look at this check for $237,000. This settlement and many others like it were payments our team of legal experts obtained for our clients. If you have not been in an auto accident, feel free to skip this video. We don't want to waste your time. But for those of you still watching, I'm going to share the best way for you to achieve the maximum settlement. The right attorney can help you get top compensation for your vehicle or property damage, medical bills, lost income, and pain and suffering. To obtain the most compensation for your car accident, we need to know if the accident was not your fault, if you were injured, and if the accident happened within the last 2 years. If this matches your circumstances and you have not spoken with an attorney, you need to call us now. Do not speak to insurance companies or the other party without legal guidance. Saying the wrong thing can absolutely destroy your case and reduce or even eliminate your settlement amount. Don't wait to contact us. The longer you wait, the less severe your case may appear. Eventually, the time to make a claim will vanish. You need to call us to get working on your case as soon as possible. Unfortunately, we've seen too many car accident victims attempt to settle cases on their own without the help of an experienced attorney. With no threat of a lawsuit or litigation, insurance companies make lowball offers and pretend like it's the best they can do. Do not make this mistake. You need the help from experienced attorneys at Find Legal to navigate the complexities of insurance law on your behalf. Great, you're saying, but how much will a personal injury attorney cost? This is a good question and the one everyone asks. Experienced personal injury attorneys work on what's called a contingency basis, meaning there's no payment up front. Our attorneys only receive compensation when they win your case for you. There are zero out-of-pocket costs. Our legal teams work for free until your case is won. To make things even easier, you can contact us any day of the week, any time of day. Here's a recent example of a settlement we received for our client, Kevin. He was rear-ended by a semi-truck that was following too closely on his way to work. After the accident, Kevin, like many of our clients, didn't feel severe pain until several days later. He began to feel discomfort in his neck and lower back, as well as aches from the seatbelt and airbag deployment. He was unable to work, needed a new car, needed compensation for lost income, and a substantial amount set aside for future, potential lifelong treatment for his injuries. The opposing party's insurance pressured Kevin to accept a $10,000 offer, as that was his car's value. However, they made no offer to remedy his injuries or the future pain and suffering he would experience. The settlement we obtained for Kevin after he became a client, $450,000. We can help you put your life back together after an accident. Find Legal attorneys fight to get you the maximum compensation for your accident. Historical data has shown that auto accident victims that work with an attorney receive 3.5 times more in compensation than those without an attorney. A quick call with our legal intake team will get you talking with an attorney that specializes in auto accident cases. We're available 24/7, 365 days a year. Connect with us to have your legal questions answered and find out what your case is worth. When you've been in a car accident that wasn't your fault, you won't be suing the other person directly. You'll be going after their insurance company. The opposing party's insurance have their own legal teams whose sole purpose is to minimize the amount they will pay out for your accident. Without a legal professional working by your side, you'll be going up against legal insurance teams that have decades of experience settling cases for next to nothing. They'll try and make you doubt the merits of your own case and pressure you to accept the lowest compensation possible. They know they're going to have to pay something, but will employ tricks and games to minimize this amount. If you've received an offer from an insurance company to settle your accident claim, do not sign it before it's been reviewed by your own personal injury counsel. Once you accept an offer, you sign away your ability to make any future claims for compensation. A lot of times, victims walk away from car accidents thinking their injuries are not that severe. But after a few days, the pain slowly starts to build, eventually becoming unbearable. Many that hate doctor visits or don't have strong health insurance skip treatment altogether. Do not do this. Treatment for your injury, as well as the medical documentation, strengthens your case. If you've been injured, it's imperative that you contact us immediately. Our attorneys can guide you through the process of getting the right treatment for your injuries and even help you find the right doctors. Oftentimes, medical care can be a really simple process that gets you back on your feet quickly. But we also want to make sure a more serious injury isn't hiding beneath the surface. Reach out to us now so we can guide you on the path to full recovery and help you get compensation for your pain and suffering. So how much is your car accident case worth? This is a great question, and one that's almost always asked by our clients. The amount of compensation you'll get from a car accident depends.
In Hollywood, the new stars of the silver screen change the face of the motion picture industry forever. The Minions are back. with a touch of mystery.
Buddy. Oh, Humphrey. Piñata. Carbonara. Lasagna.
Now in Minion Vision.
Toot toot.
James, you have a real gift for filmmaking.
Eureka! Gloria, aleluya! Like a movie. Un movie de Minions con monstras. Yachi, onigiri. Okay. I'm Gary Orcam Oliver Magma Ichabod the Deceiver. But my friends just call me Goombie for short. I know the perfect monster for your movie. Let's go. Whoopsie. Behold! The all-powerful Irene! She is gonna destroy everything on the planet!
James, you're going to do great things.
At North Shore. At North Shore, some things never change. On Wednesdays, we still wear pink.
Get in, sweetie. We're going deal shopping.
But now, we shop Walmart Black Friday deals.
Buckle up. Karen Smith here with the weather. There's a 30% chance it's already Wednesday.
This wasn't regular shopping. This was deal shopping.
Back to you, Chuck.
Don't let the haters stop you from doing your thing, Kevin Jr.
Even as the guidance counselor, I was still getting schooled.
Gruel. Huh? What's gruel?
Oh, it's nothing.
Man, I don't have to set some.
This is gonna be so fetch. Stop trying to make fetch happen, Mom. It's still not gonna happen.
We were a school obsessed.
If you have Walmart Plus, you will get 3-hour early access to Black Friday deals. Deals.
The deals were coming out of us like word vomit.
Walmart's Black Friday deals are flawless.
Those deals are hot. They might even be hotter than Amber Wieners.
I saw Miss Heron buy Apple AirPods and Legos, so I bought Apple AirPods and Legos.
Ladies.
You take that one and you take that one. I am such a good mom.
I'm impressed. And I'm Karen. We know.
Yeah. Okay.
While Girl World was at peace, Deal World was just getting started.
Oh, Black Friday deals start next Wednesday? Oh my God, that's in like 1 week. Have a great day at school. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Bye.
The big question in retirement: how much can I safely spend each year? Let's talk about it today on Elevate Wealth. Hello, I'm Joseph Hardman with Elevate Wealth Advisory, and I'm here today with Deanne, our president and CEO. Deanne, thank you for joining us.
I'm glad to be here, Joseph.
Deanne, I feel like everyone wants a number. Like, just tell me how much I can spend.
Yeah, that's a big question is, what's my number? And you hear this on TV commercials and things too, like, do you know your number? It's realistic, right? Because people want clarity. They want to know what to expect. But the reality is your number is going to be very different from your neighbor's number and from your brother or your sister's number. So it really all depends on your lifestyle and your savings rate and what you have built up in that nest egg for retirement.
Now, people hear a lot about the 4% rule. How do you talk to clients about that?
We definitely use 4% sort of as a rule of thumb or as a starting point. We want to make sure that, the nest egg that you've built, all those savings that you've built up, that you're not going to overspend. And sometimes that 4% is like a nice, safe withdrawal rate. But again, it all depends on your personal situation. It depends on how those funds are invested. And how inflation pans out. And are your funds going to grow to outpace inflation? And so 4% is a good rule. It's a good rule of thumb. But I think that number could be higher or lower just depending on your personal situation.
Now, what about if a client comes to you saying they're worried they'll spend too much early on?
Yeah, I think, that's another great scenario. People, I think, do worry about spending too much early on because when you first retire, there are things you want to do. Things that, travel maybe that you've been planning since your pre-retirement days, things like that. And so what we want to do is we want to build the plan with guardrails, right? We want to make sure that all the things that you want to do are incorporated into that plan so we know how much you're going to spend at certain phases in life, or at least we're somewhat certain. And then we can make adjustments over time. Maybe there are certain years when you don't need to spend as much. Maybe there are other years when you'll have more expenses that are needed just for home upkeep or things like that. So we would just want to make sure that we've planned for all of these contingencies. Like I said, put those guardrails in place because the last thing you want is to feel like every retirement spending decision is a gamble. You want to have a little bit more clarity on that.
I like that. Guardrails. If you want to know what a realistic spending plan looks like for you in retirement, visit us at elevate-wealth.com and click Let's Talk. I'll see you next time.
Taylin, that fits slays.
Kat, can I tell you a secret? We don't say slay. We say, you ate.
You ate. Cool. What else you got? Maximum Aura points. Pop in the preppy vibes. Wait, is preppy cool again?
But it's different from how it was in the 1900s.
Oh. Wow, everyone's really feeling themselves.
No cap, you were in French or Ohio.
What's Ohio?
That'll be our lesson on the ride home. Okay.
Assessment didn't start online. It started in person. Paper exam.
என்னாச்சு பூங்குடி யோசிச்சுட்டே வர?
நம்ம எவ்வளோ சீக்கிரம் சித்தப்பா வீட தேடி கண்டுபிடிக்கிறோமோ அவ்வளோ சீக்கிரம் போய் சேர்ந்துடணும். இல்லைன்னா பொழுதாயிடுச்சுன்னா நம்ம எங்க போய் தங்குவோம் இந்த ஊர்ல சொல்லு?
பாட்டி மாதிரி பார்த்துக்க அந்த ஊர்ல நமக்கு யார் இருக்கா? சித்தப்பா வீட்டுக்கு போனா மட்டும்தான். ஆனா எனக்கு என்ன தோணுதுன்னா கொடி, இன்னும் கொஞ்ச நேரம் அந்த வண்டியிலேயே நல்லா தூங்கிட்டு வந்திருக்கலாம் போல இருக்கு பூங்குடி.
ஏன் அப்படி சொல்ற?
அந்த வண்டியில தூங்கிட்டு வரும்போது பசி தெரியல, ஆனா இப்போ ரொம்ப பசிக்குது பூங்குடி.
இப்போதைக்கு இந்த 20 ரூபா இருக்கு, இதை வச்சு வாங்கிக்கலாமா?
இல்ல பூங்குடி, நமக்கு தேவைப்படும், இதை வச்சுப்போம். சித்தப்பா வீட்டுக்கு போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் நல்லா சாப்பிடுவோம்.
Hey you! Relax! Domino's large one-topping pizzas are just $7.99 when you carry out. But don't act now! This deal's here through this time next year, at least. So take the scenic route on down to... Minnows.
the day when it was a small little place and Elk Grove wasn't as big, it used to be quite a small family, and it was a wonderful environment. It continues to be. It's just gotten so much bigger. There's an incredible amount of diversity. Elk Grove just, it grew by leaps and bounds, and it's exciting to see those students coming to school, people that have gone out into the work field and want to get a college degree, come back at night and on the weekends. It's a great place to be.
Although we are really a large campus, I know that students continuously say that this place feels like a family. It still feels small enough that they know people and that faculty and staff know them, and that's really important.
I have personal connections to the college, being a former student, but I think it's the faculty and student connection, the fact that you can come up and even though it's a slightly bigger campus than it was maybe 10 years ago, it still feels like a small campus. And so it has that small community feel that's almost like a family.
It's so warm and welcoming. I think people get here and feel that they have faculty they can approach. The students feel that they can get help on their projects, can find their way around, get help not just from faculty, but from all the people who work here, all the staff.
CRC is special for me because it is a personal touch community college. It really tries to focus on the whole student and brings together a whole variety of people, faculty, staff, administrators, community members as well, to really support our students.
I like the diversity. The curriculum is really great. The teachers are really helpful. The different programs that they offer, the tutoring, the labs that they offer, makes it really easier for you to, achieve the goal that you're trying to achieve.
You walk around here, it looks nice, man. The grass is green, the birds is chirping. You got waterfalls right here. It's just an airy campus. It doesn't look all stuffy. The classes are big, the food's good, they got breakfast.
We have a very harmonious working relationship here at Cassandra River College. I love the buildings and grounds. I think it's a beautiful campus. It's easy to get onto, just physically speaking. It's park-like. It's just beautifully sculptured and maintained. So, the moment you enter the campus, for me, I just begin to feel good.
I think because it started out small, and there's a sense of everybody being committed to kind of the same thing here, to working with students, to helping students, to finding students that really want, to be lit on fire and excited about something, and everybody works toward that together. And it's really an amazing, I didn't really even know I was going to find that here, and it's just been amazing to me, so it's great.
I really enjoy the people I work with. They're a collegial group, but very fun, entertaining, and also the students. We have a high caliber student who makes our job fun, interesting, and challenging at the same time.
Colleagues are very supportive. The staff, our faculty, our students are just superb. I've been in many places before in different career hats and wouldn't trade this one for anything.
One of the things that I liked as a student is that you're able to just go and speak with your instructor, even though they may not have open hours. You can go and visit them, talk to them about your class, and if you have questions.
The campus is much larger, many more facilities, many more people, but I think that sense of intimacy just keeps on going, and I'm grateful for that. That's what keeps me going here. I love doing it.
Well, I know that I've been able to see sameness and change all together in all these years. Things are done the same, and yet there's change. I've got to know a lot of people. A lot of people come to Duplicating. I can practically call almost everybody by their first name here.
When visitors come on, one of the first things they say to me is, wow, what a great campus. I was greeted, people said hello, they have smiles on their face. They ask me if I need help on where to go, directions, and I don't get that everywhere else.
You look at the students, you look at the people who are here, they're wanting to do better for themselves and others. And
it's just a positive environment.
Pride of CRC, carry our banner high as high to victory. Fight on Casumes, on to history. You are the honor guard of CRC.
When I got my job here, I called my husband to tell him that I had received this position, and that was almost 3 years ago. I still have that message on he had my cell phone at the time. I still have that message on my cell phone, and I listen to it about once a month because I was so thrilled and excited to be in this type of environment where we have people who are always wanting to learn something new, and the faculty and staff who is so supportive and there to help the students through every step of the way.
CRC is the best of all of the colleges, the Los Rios colleges, and maybe even in California because of our faculty and staff and their care and concern for students and for each other.
It feels like home. It's not a job that I go to. It's something that I enjoy to come to every day.
I think what students gravitate towards being in business and being involved in any one of our classes is being able to be involved in community-based projects, project planning, project execution, being able to know what kinds of technology is being used for the different organizations that they work with in class or out of class.
The first is Business 300, which is an introduction to business. It exposes the students to the various areas of business, from management to marketing to human resources to finance. And I also teach the principles of marketing class, which exposes students to the many facets of marketing, from developing a product to placing it, to promoting it, to pricing it.
It'll be beneficial for students to learn these skill sets because employers are really looking for the student to have a broader knowledge going in at an entry level. And so that's what we're preparing our students for here at CRC.
Enactus is a nationally chartered organization. We provide that as a class as well as a club. Enactus, EN stands for entrepreneurship, ACT stands for action, US stands for us. So when you combine those three concepts together, it is simply taking an entrepreneur idea, putting it into action, and then how that idea, that action benefits us, the community.
Ever since joining Enactus, I fell in love with it, and I feel like this class has really instilled a lot of confidence in me to do a lot of the things that I normally wouldn't.
Joining this class has been, even the club, has been the best decision I've made. It already has helped me receive internships this summer.
I came to CRC because of the Enactus program. I actually take all my classes at ARC, American River, but Enactus was so rad. When I looked at the description, I said, oh my God, I have to come here for this class, and I'm really excited that I did. I'm actually very shy, but the Enactus class has given me much more confidence to speak to people. Even though you're one person, I do feel confident going in front of a crowd.
It's taught me patience, communication skills, going out and getting vendors for our projects. Like, it's a lot of work, but it's great. I love it.
Students with entrepreneur ideas will be mentored and taught to develop a business plan. And then through one-on-one mentorship, we can assist the students to take that idea, take that business plan to the market so that they can actually earn some money for their action or for their business idea.
I'd say, are you passionate about something? Is there something that gets you out of bed in the morning? Maybe not taking you to work, maybe it's not what you get paid for, but is there something that constantly lays on your mind and your heart that says, you know what, maybe my idea might be good for this?
You learn how to be organized, you learn how to manage a team, you learn how to talk to everyone, you learn how to basically pick up something from the floor and make it into a beautiful thing.
These skills that you get from this class are so critical, and I think I'm more approachable to businesses. I'm more involved with the community now. The next time I apply for an internship, I'm sure it's going to be a piece of cake. We're talking about Sublocade, but we're really...
All right, Chewy. I have some other questions. Why do you hate the bath? That's why. When's your next flea and tick delivery? It's tomorrow. See? Good boy. Can we get some sleep during fireworks season?
We got you.
Thanks.
For food, meds, and expert care. For life with pets, there's Chewy.
Living with opioid addiction.
When we're talking about Sublocade, what we're really talking about is extended release buprenorphine. What the medications in the fluid, and what this fluid does when it interacts with human body tissue is it'll basically become a hard little pellet. And what the pellet does is the pellet just leaks medicine out continuously. The other major benefit is that decision making. A patient has to make one decision a month versus 60 decisions a month. So twice a day dosing versus once a month dosing. Taking the whole decision making off the plate is incredibly helpful for them to focus on other things. That's easy. I just grab some skin. 1, 2, 3, poke. You doing all right?
Yep.
And that is it.
Living with opioid addiction can be a struggle, trapped in a cycle of opioid use, withdrawal, and cravings. For adults with moderate to severe opioid addiction whose withdrawal symptoms are controlled by oral buprenorphine for at least 7 days, Sublocade may help them keep moving towards recovery. In a study, people treated with once-monthly Sublocade plus counseling were 14 times more likely to have treatment success versus placebo. Sublocade continuously releases the medicine buprenorphine all month with no real daily ups and downs. Buprenorphine is known to reduce cravings and block the rewarding effects of opioids.
Sublocade can cause serious, life-threatening reactions and death if injected in a vein or if taken with certain other medicines or illicit drugs. Tell your doctor if you are taking anxiety medicines, sleeping pills, tranquilizers, muscle relaxants, sedatives, antidepressants, antihistamines, or drink alcohol. Call your doctor right away or get emergency help if you feel faint, confused, very sleepy or very hot, are agitated, acting clumsy, breathing more slowly than normal, or have stiff muscles. These can be signs of an overdose or other serious problems. In an emergency, have family members tell the emergency medical staff that you are physically dependent on opioids and are being treated with Sublocade. This is not a full list of risks and side effects. Talk to your doctor and read the patient labeling for more information.
Don't give up. Ask a doctor if Sublocade can help you keep moving towards recovery.